Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Flying Scorpion here, and this is my first day off in 5 days, and I'm really excited because I finally have some time to work on making some of these videos. First, before I even get into it, man, I gotta tell you, I really underestimated how much this new job that I got would impact my free time. So, I used to work just down the street. It took me about 10 minutes to walk there. And I worked 4 days a week, and it was like I'd work a day, and then I have a day off, and I work a day, then I have a day off, work a day, have a day off, and then I work 2 days in a row, and then I have a day off. So it was like the most I would ever have is 2 days in a row, and then I would just sleep in the next day. So, you know, I'd work, and then I'd go home, stay up late, play video games, do whatever, and then sleep in the next day because I didn't work. And then, you know, I just rinse and repeat, and I had tons of free time. Now I work 5 days a week, and it takes me an hour to get there, and I don't even make more money than I did at this job over here. I make the same, exactly the same, even with the extra day that I work. So I actually kind of did the math last night when I was lying in bed. I'm losing, I think, like 18 to 20 hours of free time that I used to have. That's a huge amount of that's a big chunk, you know. So, and working 5 days in a row, going from at most 2 days in a row to working 5 days in a row, oh man, anything that I wanted to do that took a substantial amount of time has to wait for 5 days. It's just it's a little brutal, but it's all in the name of eventually moving to that area that's an hour away. And those are some long-term plans. I'm moving there in a month from now, so for now I just got to deal with it. But excuse me, I'm going to see a doctor on Wednesday and bring up this whole coughing issue. I've just been coughing for months, and I don't know why. I don't know, but whatever. So last time I had a day off, 5 days ago or 6 days ago, I said I was going to upload like 7 YouTube videos, and I uploaded like 2 more videos after I said that. And the reason for that is because I ran into a bunch of software problems. Now, I'm not going to get into a lot of details. It's really complicated, but it's taken a lot of trial and error, and I hope, I expect that I've got those software problems fixed. So this is hopefully going to work, and this video that you're watching right now, this is going to actually end up on YouTube, and it's going to be meeting those production standards that I've set for myself. Now, I can record and just dump videos onto YouTube. I could do that like every day. I could just dump tons of content. No introduction, no outroduction, no use of the microphone, no webcam, no nothing, just raw gameplay footage. I've got tons of it. But that's not what I want to do. I want to meet this production quality level, and each time I've been working on this, I've gotten a bit better, and the standard has also gone up a bit. So hopefully this is going to break that standard that I've set for myself right here, and then I can up the standard again next time. It's just taking me a lot longer and a lot more tries to do this than I expected because of all the unforeseen hiccups along the way. So if you're watching this, what you should be seeing is exactly what I see right here. You should see my webcam recording right there, this little window that I'm inside of. You should see in the background Audacity with little peaks. You can see where I'm coughing constantly right there, and that's why you can see me coughing right there. And yeah. Excuse me. I can't help it. I'm going to see a doctor hopefully soon, and we'll get that taken care of. So I've got here's some videos that I want to go over with you guys. I've sort of picked the ones that I want to talk about. I've got wins as Wraith. I've got losses as Wraith. This is me beating a pre-made team, which I'm pretty happy with. It wasn't fully some losses and wins still. So we're just going to get into this match. Now, I picked this match because it's quick, it's short, and it's one where I win. So I like doing, obviously, I would like to watch a video where I'm winning and just talk about how awesome and fun that was. Let me turn the volume down a little bit. It's still a little bit loud for me. Alright, so, excuse me. Broken Hill Mines. That's the map that we're going to play on. I love playing on the Broken Hill Mines. It's my favorite map. I think it's actually my favorite map out of all of them now. It's great for playing the monster on Broken Hill Mines. Now, I don't play as Kraken. I heard somebody say, you know, he's a good Kraken player, and he was a good Kraken player, and he hates the Broken Hill Mines. And that's understandable because there's all these ceilings. But as a Wraith player, oh, I love it. I love Broken Hill Mines, man. And I've come across many players that say they hate Broken Hill Mines and Broken Hill Foundry. They're like, oh, both of those maps suck. if you're one of the developers, like the Turtle Rock Studio developers, here's one guy, me, saying, no, 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 they're great. There's a great maps. I love them. Don't change what you're doing. And Broken Hill Foundry, yeah, it's not as easy to play as the monster on the map, but it's a cool map. And it reminds me of Borderlands with the purple iridium sitting on those crates when you break it and eat it. And then there's like a conveyor belt with iridium sitting on it. You trade it in Borderlands to get special perks for your character. Anyways, or more inventory space, I can't remember. Alright, so I'm going to be playing on Broken Hill Mines against some random dudes. I don't know who they are. I know one of them. So I'm going to be picking Wraith. And I'm going to be putting 2 into Warp Blast, 1 into Abduction. That's what I almost always do. I still do that right now. I still think it's worth getting that 1 into Abduction for the utility to pull food into shadowy areas or underneath rooftops and caves so you can eat it without getting birds. It's really helpful for that. And if you happen to see the opportunity to punish somebody that's been a trapper that gets boosted forward by Sunny, you can just grab them and maybe you can kill them before the rest of the team shows up. It doesn't present itself that often. I don't think it's ever really presented myself where I've actually done that, but hey, I think Geef, one of the world's best behemoth players, likes to do that. And with tongue grab. I don't know how Geef is doing with the changes to hunter momentum mechanics, where they don't really like continue to fall towards you because they can jetpack boost away or whatever. I don't know exactly how it works, but I've been having a hard time as Wraith lately. It's been real tough, man. And one of the things that I'm really looking forward to these videos is either people telling me what I need to do to improve my playstyle and improve my gameplay, or people going, yeah, you know what, there really wasn't much you could do there. Wraith might be a little bit underpowered, and I think she is a little unpowered. I think developers, they did say they want to do a little bit to make her a little more stronger at stage 1 and stage 2. So we're just waiting on the support to pick his to lock in, as Frenzy Gaming 31 would say. He wants him to lock in. All right, we're going to pause it here, and we're going to talk about who we're up against. So we got Slim, Elite Slim, being played by Al Capone QC. We've got Sunny, being played by Sidewinder 202. We got Elite Wraith, being played by yours truly, Flying Scorpion. We've got Elite Griffin, being played by Boba. When I play with Boba, I like to make fun. That's the one guy, the name I recognize, because I like to pronounce it Boaba, and I know it kind of bugs him a little bit, but I'm just doing it to pull your chain. And Torvald, being played by Darnok 685. So what do I think about this composition before we get into it? Okay, Slim has recently been buffed. I like Slim a lot. I suck as playing as him, but I think he's a really interesting character. And it's not that often that I run into problems playing against Slim, because with the way my screen resolution is and my brightness settings and everything, and just like having the game on like the ultra high settings or whatnot, I don't have much trouble seeing the hunters, even if I lose my sense of smell. And I know that if I just keep targeting someone, I'm going to kill them. But I did have a match just earlier tonight on Arena where I got wrecked, and I didn't really get wrecked, but I lost, and a lot of that was due to the fact that I couldn't smell the hunters, and they were like kind of moving all around like flies, and I was like, holy shit, I got disoriented. I couldn't figure out who I was attacking anymore. Sunny's a massive pain in the ass in the hands of a really good player. The shield drone, I'm learning, isn't as tough as Hank's is. The main problem with Sunny is that she does good damage. She does great damage, and you don't have enough armor to stick around in a fight. When it's Hank, and he's got his shield out, he's not doing damage and shielding at the same time. And it's kind of a flip side. When Hank is controlling the shield, when a player's controlling it, they're much better at it, but they're not doing damage to you. And when Sunny's got the shield drone out and she's shooting at you, she doesn't have as much control over it, but she's able to do damage to you. And so specifically the weakness with Sunny's shield drone is that if you warp blast onto somebody and the shield drone wasn't shielding them, you will blast, deal a significant amount of damage to their health pool, and then the shield drone will start shielding them, like instantly after the damage was taken. So it doesn't prevent warp blast damage, and that's a really big thing to play with on your part. And also, if you can manage to get the hunters, not really if you can manage, but if the hunters foolishly sort of gather around the shield drone, just warp blast right on top of them. You'll take out the shield drone, do damage to them as well, and then just keep on doing damage. So Sunny's not too bad. as Abe. Abe is definitely the worst. He's the worst support player to play against, and we'll get to some videos hopefully soon that show just how insanely hard it is to beat a team that's got a good Hank and a really good healer. Okay, so Griffin, I like playing against Griffin because he drops sound spikes. He doesn't have those stasis grenades. He's probably the easiest, literally the easiest trapper out of all of them to play against for me when I'm playing as Wraith and when you're playing with my playstyle. And Torvald, this is before the nerf to Torvald. Even before the nerf, I still didn't think Torvald was too much of a problem because, especially on this map on Broken Hill Mines, a lot of his mortars are just going to get stuck on the ceiling and blow up before they hit me. And it's easy to dodge his stuff with Wraith's really fast recharging transversal. He has a hard enough time hitting you anyway. Hide. Hide is the real problem when you're playing as Wraith. That's the problem, especially when you use decoy like I do. So I didn't mention this, but I took the movement speed perk, and the reason I take the movement speed perk, I think I took it, maybe I took damage perk, but lately I've been taking damage perk. But movement speed perk is really good because first of all, you move really slowly, and if you like to crouch, if you like to sneak around, movement speed is really helpful for repositioning yourself. And finally, movement speed perk I think is the one that synergizes the best with using decoy in a stealthy fashion, because once you drop the decoy, you can't use your transversal, so transversal cooldown is out. You can't use your warp blast to get away, so cooldown doesn't really help that much. Your main form of getting away after you use your decoy or repositioning yourself is your base movement speed. So increasing that base movement speed lets you get more distance or move around a little bit better and get that decoy to full effect. And I do like to use decoy quite a lot. So, all right, that's it. Let's get into the match here and play it. I'm going to play with the controls a little bit, so bear with me. This video is definitely not going to be the production quality that I've set, the bar, but if everything works, if all the software works properly, hopefully this will be the first step into this new territory of making videos with the webcam and the microphone and everything at once. I like using VLC Media Player because I have some controls over the speed, so I think I can push this button. Again, through trial and error, through errors in the past, reducing the speed anything slower than 0.25 screws up the synchronization between the sound and the video. So we're going to actually speed it up right now. Oh, I don't know how to speed it up. Anyways, all that really matters is that I know how to slow it down. That's really kind of the most important thing. So it's a 10-minute video clip. We're already like 4 minutes into it, so you can tell this is going to be a pretty quick match. I'm going to turn the sound up just a touch so I can hear a little bit better. So I'm going to turn around and go directly behind me because I know that sometimes the movement speed perk goes over here. I know I already grabbed the movement speed perk, but I like being able to move really quickly. It's a huge advantage, especially at stage 1. Stage 1, you're moving the fastest, and it just has more exponential difference than getting the movement speed perk at stage 3. So we're eating underneath inside the caves where carrion burns aren't going to show up. I'm trying to grab this thing, but I don't get lucky. So it's a little bit sloppy here, but there we go. I got the movement speed perk. I didn't even know that thing had the movement speed perk. I'm like, oh wow, okay. So now I'm back to sneaking. So I'm switching it back and forth between sneaking and not sneaking. The reason I stopped sneaking right after I broke through that barrier was because if the hunters turn around and they see like a broken door or a broken barrier, they're gonna know I went that way. So I just stopped sneaking just to quickly get some food and then continue moving along. Now, good hunters will hear you when you smell if they have headphones on. When I play as Trapper, I'm pretty quick. Like I'll be walking by and I'll hear this sound behind a wall. I'm like, oh, he's over there. See, right here is good use of the abduction. I pull it close towards the other body. It's out of the light. You can see the white there over that spot. I think there's an open hole in the ceiling there where carrion birds can come down. I don't know if I'm going to turn the camera up while I'm playing here, but no, it might be actually just a light from the wall there. Alright, anyways. So I'm not too happy grabbing like 1 meats, but it's not too big of a deal because once again, we're inside the caves. It's not like we're going to get birds, but if you're out in the open, you want to be killing things with a lot of meats. You want to be killing 3 meats and sometimes 4 meats. So I see one of the hunters there. I don't want to take a fight at stage 1. I'm feeling pretty confident because I'm fighting on a map that I love to play on and I know it pretty well. And from what I saw, I think I played with the hunter team the previous match and they were really bad. Their medic, I joined as the medic, I took over the bot and the medic was dead when I took over it, or he's just about to die. And then the 3 of them ran and chased the monster when it was like barely damaged, and then it just killed the rest of them. So I said to them on the microphone, I'm like, you really shouldn't be chasing the monster after the medic dies in a situation like that. So for a second there, I'm thinking about eating the box, but I decided not to, so I just keep on going past it. I didn't want to get the carrion birds. I'm really trying to sneak as much as possible here. And so this is weird. It didn't even look like I was on the wall, but anyways, I like this spot to eat. It's pretty good. It's up above. If they're not paying attention, they might just run right past you without even noticing that you're up here. So I'm evolve ready. This is a pretty good spot to evolve. It's a pretty good time to evolve too. I mean, I haven't seen them at all. They haven't seen me. And if the creature gets from stage 1 to stage 2 without having any encounters, that's pretty good. I don't think they're going to get... Oh, there we go. So he got boosted right up next to me. And he gets some good damage off. Okay, I want to pause this real quick and go back here. This is really annoying. And I just want to point this out. So if anybody from Turtle Rock Studios is watching this, or if anybody that's like more like better at the game or whatever, like what's going on here, right? We're going to slow it down. Slow it down to 25%, all right? So I see that he's separated from the team. I want to pounce attack him. All right? Sounds really weird when I turn that off. So there goes all of that armor. Bam. Pounce attack, and what the fuck just happened? Like, I'm not pouncing attack him anymore? Like, what the fuck? So there goes half a bar of health. Okay, here's another issue. I go to pounce attack him. I think it's going to happen. And I get... Okay, it does work. Alright, that time it actually works. But I think it's a little bit too late. We're closer towards the edge now, and we're also backed up a bit, so it's easier for that hunter that's cloaked over there to get a shot up here and break it. So you can see, there she is. She takes the shot, lands a hit, but he's pretty low on health anyway, so I'm just going to Warp Blast in his face. Bam. Oh, almost got him. Just need one more swipe. The medic's not here yet, though. Now, did he actually have his shield up? I don't think he did, so that's just either... it's just slow reactions on his part. So we might actually continue watching this in slow motion because it's easier to pick apart each individual move. So I come in here and I go, oh yeah, free hits. I'm playing a little aggressively. I've lost a bar of health. I might want to armor up, but... So I'm domed now. I panic and I try to burst away, but that doesn't work. So I turn around. I Warp Blast right back towards the Trapper. And I want to take... He jumped right towards me. Bad play, man. They say that the wins and the losses for Wraith and whatnot are almost 50-50. This is a bad abduction on my part, isn't it? I'm below him. I should be aiming above him a little bit, but... At least I got it lined up properly. I did a good job lining up, but I should have moved up just a touch to get it on him. The abduction's a bit weird, but anyways, that one's definitely my fault. So Torvald just used his mine to put some weak spots on me. It's right on my face. I'm not really seeing a whole lot of players getting hits off on me with that, but that's a really well-timed Supernova decoy. He does harpoon me, so that clearly shows my position. That's definitely a weakness of decoy. If you get harpooned, I mean, they're going to know where you went. So I think I am getting hit here a little bit. Yeah, they're shooting at me. But it's gone. Alright, so decoy is putting in some work here. It's doing some pretty solid damage. This is a pretty bad spot to fight. I mean, I'm stage 2. I've got no armor, but look at that. He's taking some good damage. That's the medic, I think. Yeah, medic is almost dead. Sunny needs to drop her shield here to stop him from going down. So he healing bursts. I'm still taking a lot of damage. This is Slim, right? Yeah, this is Slim. So he hasn't used his... I warp up. It's a bit hard for him to land hits with me warping up like that, but... Oof, I'm taking a lot of armor damage. So he's boosted by Sunny, which is going to make it real hard to hit him, but... I think I get the hit. There we go. I get the hit off the medic, but the medic isn't really the one I need to get. I need to get the Trapper here. I got 2 strikes and I've taken almost half my whole health bar. Alright, bam, Boba. See, the damage went off right before the shield went. And now the shield's going to last on him for a bit, but that's okay. I'm thinking I need to stop. I look at the shield, and then I turn around and I go, now's a good time to launch the decoy right at Assault. And this is great because Assault's standing still on flat terrain long enough for the decoy to close the distance, take a second, stand there, and then begin attacking, and then gets the benefit from the supernova. I wish they would make that more seamless, but look at that. Bam! Both bodies right next to each other. I turn around, and I'm slashing at Boba. Now, I could probably finish this pretty quickly here. That shield drone is real frustrating, but it's okay. So who's this right here? I think this is the support. Yeah, I think it's the support. Support's still cloaked. Shield's giving away support's position. And I'm going to warp in, and he's just out of range, I think. So he is out of range. I think support got hit by that one from behind. Don't get the hit off. I can see support going in for the revives there. I slash him on the way, but I don't think I'm going to make it there quickly enough to stop a revive from happening. Yeah. Yeah, there's two hunters there, I think. Yeah, Torvald's back up. I just take another hit there. So I see that Torvald's up, and okay, I guess I'm just going straight for it. So this is really YOLO, man. This is really YOLO. I'm really low on health. I'm really also glad that I can put this in slow motion. It's actually helping quite a bit. I decide to drop the decoy, and I think this is me turning the camera to make an escape. This is where that movement speed is really helpful, and the fact that they don't have Abe dropping those stupid stasis guns is really helping. Why am I still getting chipped away? Ah, they know where I am. That's why. Looks like I turn around for a second to assess that, and I go, nah. I'm really close to dying here. I should get some armor up. And this is pretty bad. I mean, it's not looking great for me. The medic did die, though, when I was attacking over top of the corpses there. So she revived this assault and didn't revive the medic, but he did go down. So I didn't actually see that notification live while I was playing. And the only reason I know this is because I reviewed this footage before doing this recording, so I know that the medic's dead. But if you're watching me while I'm playing here, this is basically me playing under the assumption that the medic's still alive. So we're going to go back to normal speed. Looks like it's really fast now, but this is just normal speed. I took a shot there, a little pop shot. They know where I am. I'm not too worried about birds. I just want to get some armor up. And I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be tough. This is pretty close. I'm thinking I need to evolve up. I'm looking for the buff, and it's not there. Why did the decoy just stop attacking it? I don't know, man. That's actually really lame. But it actually works out in my favor anyway. So, all right, we're going to pause this. Go back. We're going to go to 33%. We'll go to 25%. All right, I want to abduct this guy back into here. And I'm kind of glad that I'm close to the Tyrant because I know that it poses a threat to them. But I want to get him to be separated from the rest of his team. And it's perfect because where's his team, right? They're nowhere in line of sight. All right, here we go. Abduction right over his head. Manages to grab me, teleports into my arms. Destroying some of that terrain lovely in the background there. I'm really trying to figure out a better combo after I get the abduction, but I'm not doing too bad. I warp blast right into him, which isn't great because now he gets away. You want to warp blast behind him, but it's tough. Here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. It's tough to do that. This is the combo that I'm trying to pull off. I'm trying to grab them, warp blast, or grab them, pull them back, and then I want to warp blast behind them so that when they're backing away, I blow up and just knock them back, and then I can turn around and I can just finish them off with the supernova or whatever. And I'm standing between them and their teammates, or they're trying to retreat back. I'm trying to push them away. But it's hard because once you warp blast them, you're facing them. They're still on this side. Their teammates are over there. And if you warp blast straight ahead, like with any object, if you hit them, you just stop and you warp blast, and then they either get away or you just blast them right back towards their teammates. So that's what you saw right there. I'm getting a bit better. I've been aiming above them and then warp blasting above them or maybe below them to get some on the way down. So anyways, let's get back into watching this. So Boba is taking some good damage. He's backed up against the wall here. Dodges that hit. No, he doesn't. I think he takes some damage there. See, he's trying to jump away. I go for a pounce attack. I totally fail there. So the hunters are surrounding me now, but Boba's in a real bad spot. They shouldn't have chased me without their medic, really. But then again, I was at no armor and really low health, and I still am. Like, that mortar strike just chews through it. But there goes Boba. Shield is down, and then here comes the Tyrant, and it grabs the support. No, it does some damage to him. So Tyrant's, I don't know what it's doing. I just had to back away for a second here. I don't want them to revive the Trapper is really what I don't want here. So Assault is, he's attacking the Tyrant. And I'm just kind of looking here. I'm like, no, they're not going to revive the support. There we go. Go for a pounce attack. And I get the pounce attack at the same time that the Tyrant grabs the support. You can see the drone doesn't know which one. It's like, which one do I protect? Do I protect this one or do I protect the other one? Meanwhile, the Trapper's laying on his back, shooting me with his pistol, watching this whole thing go down. And let's go. Let's just get. Oh no, let's go to regular speed. Oh, I screwed up the video. So we'll pause it for a second. There we go. Don't go any. So I'm laughing there.
This is awesome. This is great.
Okay, so he's dead. Like, that was 2 strikes on him. He is dead. I forgot. I didn't even know that their medic was dead, right? I didn't even know that. So I thought, oh, there's one still alive. Let me armor up a little bit and then see if I can finish them off or get an evolve, right? And I go, well, I might as well go for the Tyrant now. Get a little more food, and it instantly kills him. It's a bug. There's a glitch in the game where if the hunter doesn't die, they stay at like almost dead, but they're like in the monster's mouth, so they can't do anything. So they have like 0 life or 1 life or whatever, but they can't do anything. So they're just in the. So it just takes like 1 hit and then they die, and then that's it. So anyways, that was that match. I don't really know. There's really not much. I don't want to say a whole lot. I don't really want to analyze it so much because this is my first time making this video with all this software. Hopefully, making sure everything works out properly. But if this works out properly, then I'm gonna put up some videos where I'm losing as Wraith, and I'm really gonna try to keep my cool. I definitely lose my temper sometimes when I'm watching those. I get frustrated just watching it, but I'm gonna try to keep my cool and just break down what I do right, what I do wrong, and then I'll put some videos up where it's a bit of a closer match. And just talk about just what's going on there in those matches, and provide a bit more commentary and analysis that's directed towards improving at the game. Because I have noticed reviewing these videos has made me better as a Wraith player, but I still I know I've got some improvements to do. I mean, I've got some improvements to do, but I also think that there's some buffs necessary for Wraith, so we'll get to that. All right, so I'm gonna move out of this, check webcam's working, lighting's fine. All right, everything's good. All right, so if everything goes according to plan, hopefully this video turns out all right. I want to thank you guys for watching. Again, I'm Flying Scorpion, and adios.